Hi, my name is Katie Crawford. This is my mock lesson for the clinical field study um, C, the alternative one, because unfortunately I can't do this lesson at a school due to them not having the class for it during summer school. So I'm going to pretend I'm doing a lesson. Now, at one part, there are a couple of parts where I'm just going to act like I have the particular parts. Like, um, unfortunately, I don't have an actual slideshow ready um, to do it. It was kind of at the last minute here. Um, and then what I want to do, and then I'm going to describe what I want to have um, ready in the classroom. So, kind of is going to be kind of an acting out the lesson and also kind of describing it at the same time. So, um, yeah, I wish I was a little bit more prepared for to have the to have a slideshow ready, but unfortunately I don't. So, anyway, on with the mock lesson. So from here, I would be like, "Hi, class. We just finished doing um, our mural unit. We're gonna be giving our presentations on the murals themselves, and from there, we're gonna go into the critiquing process. So before we do um, the the presentations, I want to go over the critiquing process. Um, I I am handing out the four different steps that are on there, the questions that usually go with that particular part of the step, and then a whole bunch of words that you can use, words or phrases you can use as part of these steps. So from here, let's look at the slideshow. We can go over each one. So with the critiquing process, it's basically to help you guys find out how how well your artwork's being conceived by your audience. So for people in animation, that would be the actual audiences, the producers you're pitching your ideas to. For fashion designing, it would be whatever clothing that you're working on and presenting to your clients. So this is how the critiquing process is going to work. From here, the four different steps, and then click to description. Um, so with description, it's basically, what am I seeing here? What am I seeing with the picture itself? So it could be a picture of a house, or a picture of a skyline, or in our case with the murals, a whole bunch of people either holding hands or doing their own things or whatnot. That's what we're going to find out with our lesson today. And then click to analysis. So with analysis, I want you guys to basically go over and see what did they use, how did they what did they use to actually draw this particular um, lesson, or the particular mural. How was it compromised? Did they actually work together in figuring out how everything is placed, or did they just do their own thing? These are questions in analysis that we need to kind of ask. So from there, click on the interpretation. Um, what are the artists trying to say? Now, we are trying to do this as a diversity driven uh, um, lesson here, and to promote equity and whatnot. But I want to see if um, I want to see it for interpretation how what you guys are actually seeing with when interpreting your um, the other um, art work and whatnot, the other murals. And then from there, the last step is judgment. With judgment, did they do well in uh, figuring out, expressing what they wanted the art to be telling us? So, is this artwork supposed to may have a feeling of happiness, um, cooperation, stuff like that? That's with what we're figuring out with judgment. So yeah, I have on that paper I have those particular words, and then I have or those particular terms with the questions next to them, and then down below you should have all these words that you can use to write up on the pieces of paper that I have next to your guys' murals. So from there, I would have them do the presentations. Quick little, maybe a 30-second minute thing. It's not intended to make a huge, it's not supposed to be like a 15-minute presentation, but from there, have all the students, we'd go through each and every mural one by one. But yeah, with the first mural, I'd be like, okay, guys, with description, what are you seeing here? And usually with description, most of them would probably have the same answers. So, what do they see? Or if they can, what are the little things that you see? I would try to have some open-ended I would try to ask, what else do you see in there besides the main part of it? So yeah, it did kind of get them to think about it and whatnot. But yeah, basically have it in their own words. Um, and then yeah, go on to the next thing, which would be analysis. So yeah, I would probably have it through each and every do it for each and every one here. Um, and because all of them are group projects, it's not going to be like 10 of them. It would be like more like either 3 or 4 group projects, that we'd go through. So yeah, after description, we would have analysis. And with analysis, it's like, what do you see when it comes to their, the way that they did did the artwork? Did they do stippling? Did they do did they use marker? Basically, give me details of and have them write them down on there. But yeah, and then go into interpretation. Do this, what are you getting from this? Judgment. Do you think that the people did a good job with it? So, and basically go through each one. And then, yeah, basically I would probably have them go to each one and start filling it out. And then, after everything was done, I would say it would take about 10 minutes to go to, for them to use, go and, do each and every one, within the 10 minutes is what I mean. But yeah, give them like a 2-minute thing just to write one word or a little sentence, not asking for a paragraph, just to go through it. And then from there, after I give them 10 minutes, and I would encourage them talking to their group mates that they had with theirs, just to bounce off ideas and thoughts of each and every one of those those steps. So then after the 10 minutes are up, I would go to them and be like, okay, guys, let's do the first one here. What are we describing here? Or what do we see here? And then go through each step. So yeah, here we have we have three people dancing, around a campfire. Three different colored people. It basically have them go through that. And then analysis, then I would pull it up, and pin it up, analysis, and then go through each one. And at the end, I would ask that particular group, do you think that I would have them, I would ask them, do you think that you guys were successful in talking to the class and through your art and expressing yourself and trying to figure out if they were able to successfully, you know, send the message they were trying to express, and if they did or didn't, ask them why. And I would want good answers, and I mean, use the list that I would provide with the vocabulary. So now yeah, from here, yeah, I tried to incorporate, a visual thing, so that way the kids who need to write down you see the steps, they have the actual piece of paper, or they have the slideshow and whatnot. But yeah, yeah, those are the objectives I wanted to go over. But yeah, I want to, with any accommodations, I would definitely make sure to have them be available. Like, I know with some students, like with like sometimes with ADHD or executive function, they have a hard time processing what they want to say and be able to verbally say it. I have that problem, and I want to make sure that they are able to actually say it. And it's either I can give them more time, or if they wanted to go last, or if they didn't feel comfortable, I would actually let them write down what they wanted to say, and give it to me after class. And basically, and that would be another reason to have the piece of paper, so that way they could take notes and say, hey, I thought this, I thought this. So, but yeah, I want to make sure that that I'm able to accommodate, and because I know those are struggles, I do. So, but anyway, that's pretty much an idea of how I wanted to do this particular project. It's kind of hard because I don't have anybody here to do the lesson with, but I think the idea is sound. I did a little bit of acting for it. Hopefully, I hope this was okay. So, anyway, thank you.